Hello folks, thanks for joining us. It's me, Luke, again here at Evans Model Shop in Santa Monica, California. The folks at HRP, a distributor of ours, sent us this new Demon SG4. This is by Cross RC. It's a scale crawler kit, and it has a lot of really cool features that I've come to expect from some of like the top manufacturers in the kit market. Axial, you got RC 4-wheel drive, just to name a couple of them. I'm going to show you first on the back of the box here. I'd like to preface this by saying that this is quite a solid, hefty, heavy box. You can tell there's a lot of metal parts and a lot of things in here, ready to go for the kit. Have a look at these features over here. I'm going to walk around the counter and kind of look through them. I haven't had too much exposure to this myself. So it's got real beadlock wheels right out of the box, a working winch, triple rate adjustable coilovers it looks like, steel chassis of course, reverse drive axles, of course a 4x4 drive system. Pretty realistic looking little layout, and the motor sets in a way that's kind of canted to the horizontal alignment of the chassis, so that there's there's a straighter shot into the transfer case for the primary drive out of the motor, which is kind of cool. And here are some of the cool scale features on the outside of the body. We're working with it's got like a little Mach V8 engine cover plate in there, flatbed little back part on there that goes on it, and that's actually a metal roll bar that it uses, which is cool, again contributing to that super heavy box we got over here. It also has 4 working headlights, a working tail light, marker lights up in the front, so it's pretty well set up, and I'm excited to see exactly what's going on and how the kit box is laid out and everything. This is a new manufacturer, and HRP is the exclusive distributor for Cross RC as far as I know. There are several different versions of this, I believe A, B, and C, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I am. I'm still real new to this product line, and it is just a totally new product line. The SG4C we have here is the flagship version. This is the one that I ordered because I really wanted to, pull out all the stops and see what these guys over here could do. So let me go ahead and cut this little inspector's tape here. QC tape, whatever you got. Alright, and it says, caution, this is not a toy. So there's a little reminder for you. I was kind of under the impression that it was, but wouldn't be the first time I've been wrong. Okay, here's the manual. It's a really nice manual that it's got here, glossy paper. You got your double-sided tape set right in here, and it looks like it's all pre-cut for whatever you might need it for. Some supplementary parts diagrams are also included in it. And this is what the kit instructions are going to look like. Kind of reminds me of a cross, this might be a little strange, but it kind of reminds me of a cross between maybe like an Axial manual and an OFNA manual that you might have seen like some years back. But it's a nice, good, relatively concise manual, and it has the little scale parts off to the side to help you match up and make sure you're using the right lengths of screws, the right size of washers and bearings, and whatever parts it is that you're happening to be assembling. Looks really cool. That's a great picture of it. It has the scale interior, kind of like cage doors and everything. Very cool looking. So once you get past that, there's like a fender piece here. Got some lights. It comes with grease. This kit also includes a motor, but that does not include a speed control. So I sourced that speed control. There's some little scale gas cans there. Steve can show you. Thanks, Steve. Interior components. See, this is where I'm starting to get excited here. You can see the little steering wheel in there, rear view mirror. What is that, pedals? Oh, that's a handbrake right there. Cool. So it's definitely got some great scale detail to it. We have our tires here. Have a look at the tread on those. The compound seems to be a little bit hard, but that's not terrible. Wheels and tires is something you're almost always going to upgrade on these things, or I do anyway. There's the there's like a C-channel style steel chassis rails. They got some good weight to them. They're nice and strong. They're solid. And this is like what I was saying, kind of remind me of the RC 4-wheel drive sort of approach. But if I can be honest, I've never really been blown away with RC 4-wheel drive for the money. They're a decent product, but for the money it always seemed a little unreasonable to me. That's why I was excited about this. I don't exactly recall the MSRP, but it's significantly less expensive than a similar offering from RC 4-wheel drive. And on top of that, RC 4-wheel drive would never have such scale details included in the kit. The grill set kind of reminds me of like a hybridization between maybe a Jeep Gladiator and a Toyota SR5. I know that seems like a really strange combination, but it's doing that to me right now. There's the dashboard. Got a bumper kit right there. Really nice quality styrene. They'll take paint really well, I can already tell that. I got a couple of axles here, and they are actually assembled for you. So those will just bolt right up. And that leads me to believe that these axles will be available separately in case anybody ever wants to buy them, which would be, you know, kind of a cool thing, you know, if you're doing a one-off or a custom build that you might want to be doing. There's the transfer case and the motor. They're in that bag there. Got some random hardware and stuff going on. That's probably that door cage, I would think. Something related to a roll cage sort of a setup. Here are the wheels. Nice, hefty. It's got 4 aluminum machined beadlock wheels, and the spare appears to be plastic, which makes sense. There's your beadlock screws right there and the beadlock rings. It also has scale-looking center caps with your little letter C on there. That, of course, stands for Cross RC, the manufacturer. Again, drop that name. Some more stuff in here. That's metal there. Scale diamond plating. That's very cool looking, and it's blue tinted like that because there's a protective film on there, but make sure you get that so you get a nice look in there, Steve. And there's the tow hooks are steel. Seeing a lot of other like nice metal details in here, and this here is that steel kind of quarter cage that's on the back of it. Very cool. Lots of awesome metal parts. I'm just gonna go ahead and set this stuff back down in here so that we can see what's in this box that is in our other box. Let's see here. This is going to drive me nuts now. I'm going to close that. Okay. Now, open this guy up. And I would suggest this is the body, right? Because really, what do we have left that's not accounted for? And there it is. The body. Now, the body is an injection molded hard styrene body. So that's exactly what you would come to expect. Once again, from a manufacturer like RC 4-wheel drive. Some Tamiya stuff is known for having bodies like this. A lot of manufacturers use hard bodies. They're nice because they impart a great level of scale detail that you can't ever really emulate with Lexan. You can come close, but you can never quite get the crispness of an injection molded hard body with a clear polycarbonate body. Here's some end links and things like that for your tie rods, turnbuckles, whatever you got. And here's the suspension. The shocks look to be really nice. The machining and quality on them is good. I see they got a lot of aluminum hardware on here, little coilovers. And the shocks are full build shocks. So you put together all the seals, all the E-clips, everything in them. Here's the hood that goes to the body. And I'm not really sure what we're going to be doing paint job wise, but I can tell you that we are going to be assembling this truck here at Evet's Model Shop. That was one of the stipulations of receiving it early. So if you guys don't mind, in the comment section, please reach out to me and let me know what kind of paint jobs you'd like to see on here, the kind of vibe that you might want this to have. There's nothing too out there for us here, and any of you who are familiar with our Instagram account are probably well aware of that fact. So we got some more scale details here. Steve can show you rear view mirrors right there. Some chrome bezels that probably go to some kind of lighting that it uses, and there are some chrome vents for it. It has like these kind of little breather vents out here on the sides of the fenders. So again, I'm pretty impressed with what I see here so far. I think this is going to be a really fun kit to build. I'm looking forward to it, seeing what kind of hiccups, if any, I might encounter along the way. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And get in there, Steve, and just get him one last look at the box here. And again, that's Cross RC, the SG4, and we have the flagship version, which is the SG4C. That's the one with all the bells and whistles. So reach out to me if you have any questions about this. Thank you folks so much for joining us. Have a great day. Bye-bye.